Man, it's been a long journey. I really don't recall, and I can't say my favorite moment in my BJJ career, but I think I can't recall exactly the day that I had this decision or this thought, but I think the most memorable day that I had in my BJJ career was when I was already a black belt and I decided for sure that I would be a full-time Jiu-Jitsu instructor and fighter, you know. So whenever I opt not to pursue my lawyer career and to pursue the BJJ career. I believe it was the most memorable, most important, and the crucial moment of my life in talking about Jiu-Jitsu, for sure. Man, 10 years, a lot of things change. I mean, the core of my thoughts and the core of myself never changed. But if I would say now, a slight difference that I had from 10 years ago is that from 10 years ago, and actually before that, 15 years ago, my goal, my number one goal, and my only thought was just to make tough guys, to make champions, and to make the toughest guys possible. That was my goal. Okay, everything else was secondary in Jiu-Jitsu. Even my own career was secondary. I want to make my students better than me and the toughest possible. And I made a bunch of tough guys, as you guys know. 10 years from now, I still have the same drive and I want to do the same thing. However, I think that as important as creating champions and creating tough guys is also to change people's lives. I notice that sometimes it makes me more proud to see a person who I changed their lives in the sense that they are like more confident, they are more fit, they are mentally healthier, and this person completely changed his life forever. I feel sometimes happier than whenever I do a world champion, or maybe the same. They're great sensations, but now I feel a lot of joy on the other part too. You know, guess what? Some people will never be the world champions, but they can be the best that they can be. And it makes me really happy too. So nowadays, I think that both things make me happy. I was always known, I think, that's actually what my opponents and people from other schools and actually my own school say. I was always known to have a really good guard, a really really hard to pass guard. I count on my fingers the times that I got my guard passing tournaments. Actually, I remember maybe 1 or 2 times in my whole career, you know. But and always people think about me, about a guard guy. But one move that I would say that it's my to-go move is to go to the back. If I get the back, I would say it's a little hard to escape. And my submission ratio for the back, it's my go move, the move that I submitted more people during my life. You know, maybe number 2 is triangle. You know, it's a guard move, but the back was more. And the funny thing is that most of the times that I got the back and submitted people was beginning from the top position. So, you know, that's an interesting fact, but that's the truth. I still remember, like in 2000, I think, 1999 or 2000, I'm not really sure, one of these 2 years. that I had a seminar. Alberto invited me to teach a seminar in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Actually in Santa Fe, New Mexico, not even Albuquerque, in Santa Fe. Very nice town, like a smaller town, but it's beautiful. And he had a school going there, and the school was growing, so he decided to have me up there. And kind of on the way up to there, I remember that my flight was going into Houston, Texas. You know how funny things are. And I've never been to Houston. And then I got hooked up to teach a seminar at Corpus Christi. Leo Cantu hooked everything up. There wasn't even a Jiu-Jitsu school in Corpus Christi by the time, so it was kind of like a very adventure thing to do. And that was the first time I've been to Texas in my whole life. And I remember that Leo picked me up in Houston, and he drove through Houston because he picked me up, I still remember, at the Halby Airport. And driving through Houston, I was looking at Houston, I was like, man, that's a huge town, Leo. Who teaches Jiu-Jitsu there? He said, man, I don't know, you know. It's like, man, you know, like somebody needs to set up shop in here. And look what happens now, you know, here I am.